So, here it is. I said I'd do this tonight, and it is night. It is 1 in the morning, and I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do, even though I don't feel like I'm at my best. But you know what? Things are never at their best, are they? They really never are. So, I'm here looking at a box, and it is not these shoes, and it's not these shoes. It is something else. And let me tell you something about Josh Shelton. Josh Shelton does not wear sneakers. I don't do that. What am I here to talk to you about? I got a box falling on my back. This is really well planned out. I'm here to talk to you about what has gotten me active. Anybody who follows me, really follows me, sees that in the last 3 to 4 weeks, if you haven't consciously noticed, just think about it, my content level has just exploded. Just the pure volume of things going on. My personal here, Joshua Shelton Music Maker, things going on with Guitars Ruin Lives, which is my guitar culture hub. Starting out of Instagram, I also have a website with a blog and all that stuff. And what has happened is Gary Vaynerchuk has happened. And this is interesting because I am not somebody who looks like a Gary Vee guy. I'm not a guy who wears sneakers. I'm not a guy who runs a big company or even a small one, although I guess I am. I need to change that thinking like yesterday. I don't have employees. I don't have any of that stuff going on, but I'm really interested in business and entrepreneurship. I don't call myself an entrepreneur because I really want to earn that before I say that. But I am a musician, and any independent musician is an entrepreneur of a sort. And any musician in the 21st century has any sense at all is an independent musician, unless you just happen to be locked into some big deal. It's just too good of a deal to give up. So I'm here to demonstrate, this is very meta, it's very meta, I love it. I'm here to demonstrate both in terms of my behavior towards another brand and in my own behavior for my own brand, a big principle of Gary Vee's, which is exemplified in the title of his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. I haven't read the book, probably won't buy it, because everything that he has to offer is given away for free. So right now, you can leave this video, you can follow Gary Vee on Twitter, you can follow him on Instagram, of course, which is primo, and this is showing in Instagram, so we're gonna try to keep it there as much as we can. Of course, YouTube, where he built wine library, all this stuff. Who the hell is Gary Vee? Why do you care? I'll tell you what he's done for me and let that be the gateway drug. So the point with the jab, 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 right hook is that in the game for attention, the attention land grab, as he calls it, that today is a world in which social media is a slang term for the current state of the internet. And according to what I listened to him today, although it was recorded 3 years ago, 54% of the time spent on the on smartphones or on the internet is on social media platforms. So where social media used to be this thing like, oh, are you into social media? And it's like, oh, it sounds like it's for kids, or it's annoying, it's a thing you don't want to have to deal with. Instead, to think of it as just it's the current state of the internet. These platforms are the internet. How much time do you spend on these platforms? Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Twitter, as opposed to like surfing the web, right? That's over. It's not useless, but it's not the default setting anymore. So in this land grab of attention, which is the internet, which is social media, where any of us, where it's all completely democratized. Look at these shoes out of my way. Everything is democratized. The way that one builds brand and builds trust and all of those things, or the central way that he's talking about, is in giving away all your best stuff. Just give it away and give it away and give it away. Your trade secrets, whatever. That sounds crazy, right? But the thing is, most people aren't going to act on it anyway. And everything I'm saying right now is just regurgitated processed Gary Vee. And anybody who watches this and has watched him, and of course I'm sure Gary Vee is watching this, taking time out of his busy day to watch it, will know that I've really ingested and processed this and made it a part of how I'm living. And I don't even do 10% of what he suggests. I really try, but I'm learning. I don't even do 10%, but I'm telling you, I've seen like very real, tangible results, both in terms of the metrics and the externals of who's engaging and all that stuff, and more importantly, just in me and how I'm carrying myself. So his premise with jab, 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 right hook, again, being that if you're giving and giving and giving, and then eventually you ask. So we've all seen people, this is a big point, we've all seen people confuse branding and selling, where they follow you on Instagram, right? They've never liked any of your posts before. They've never seen any of your posts before, but they follow you because they're just following people to get follows. You follow back, and then right away you've got a message in your inbox, hey, thanks for the follow. Why don't you check out this? Right away they're asking you to do something for them, right? And you're a creator. You have your own priorities. You have your own things you're working on, and you're supposed to take time out of your day to just like go right there. So what Gary is insisting otherwise, or suggesting otherwise, is instead he's just giving and giving and giving and giving. As far as how this can be sustainable for somebody who's an entrepreneur, that's kind of a different conversation. But the short answer is you need to make your money elsewhere, selling stuff or whatever it is that you do. But when it comes to your craft, you can just be giving, giving, giving. And what you're doing is you're building brand. You're not giving away to everybody, not to every yokel who comes along if it comes to personal work. But you're giving away the best of what you do to build that brand and build that leverage. So eventually, in all that giving, the person wants to know what you're up to. They want to know, well, what is this guy really about? And that's exactly, it totally worked with me. And I'm saying with me, not on me, because I don't feel taken advantage of. I don't feel there's too much genuineness. I'm telling you guys, like for the last month, I am certain I've taken in at least 50 hours, it's a very conservative estimate, of his content. And it's done more for me than my college education did as far as work and career and getting excited and having any kind of fucking direction in my life. I love you, Guilford College. You helped me think about a bunch of stuff, but you didn't help me live, like, very much at all. And it's not even your fault. Different story. But in any event, I'm just so motivated the way I carry myself. People who know me know that I'm carrying myself differently because I have this drive and this, not a destination, but a direction and a sense of commitment to the direction that I did not have before. So I started this video here with this box, and this is the right hook. So Gary has given me so much, so freaking much stuff, and just listen to it. I wake up and listen to his podcast every freaking morning. Of course I'm not getting paid for this, like to say all this shit about him. No, just one dude on Instagram, on the internet, one musician. But Gary had designed these K-Swiss sneakers. I don't wear sneakers. He has given so much that there came a point where I wanted to give back. And it did not feel like payback. This dude doesn't need my money. He's a multi-millionaire. And it's not about the money for him, and you can see that that is true. This is nice, by the way. It's nice. K-Swiss? Like, who fucking cares about K-Swiss? That's part of his deal, though, is taking brands, buying back brands, especially those that have any kind of nostalgia attached. I haven't seen these, by the way. This is brand new for me. I don't know if I'll even wear them. Oh, they look so nice. They look like their size way too big. And I love this. This is, wait. It's like Dirt and Clouds. I have to look up the name of the actual, there's a name for the shoes. And this is it. This is what it's all about. Clouds and dirt. So, right foot, I don't know if he had any rhyme or reason to which foot was which, but this is the work, the grind, the hustle. The way that I distilled my interpretation of Gary Vee's aesthetic, his mindset, to someone else, Epiphany Michelle, you should follow her here on Instagram, is that I live simultaneously in my head like I'm gonna die tomorrow and like I'm gonna live to be 200. When it comes to love and appreciation and the people in front of me, it's like, this really might be it. I might get cancer. I might have cancer already. You know, I might get hit by a bus tomorrow. So you have to live like you're going to die tomorrow in that way. When it comes to my work, I want to live like I'm going to be 200. That doesn't mean I put things off forever. It means that I'm building something for the long term. So again, we got the work, the grind, the hustle. We got that there. Over here we got the mission, the motive, the macro. That's the 200 years. What's the legacy? So patience and persistence is what I've come to embody out of this. People misinterpret patience as if patience means sit back. Not what that fucking means. That's not going to get you anything. It means you're working as hard. You know you're going to die. You know you're not going to make it forever. You're not going to live forever. And so you have to be active as you possibly can, as if striking the iron while it's hot today as hard as you can is going to achieve immediate results, while knowing that they're going to be anything but immediate, that it's going to take a long time of hard work over the long term, persistently, consistently, to make it all happen, right? So I will try these on just to see if they fit. If they don't, I'll probably send them back for half a size smaller, but they look pretty rad. I really like the colors. Oh, and this is what I really want to do. Because I got these colors here, I got this blue, and then I thought, like, shit. 1982 BC Rich Eagle bass. Shit. Look out. Wait, what's next? Almost matching year, 1981 Ibanez Blazer. Talk about nostalgia. And we got them, and we got this color, and I'm just like having such a good time with this. So anyway, I certainly hope this made sense what I'm talking about. That Gary gave me so much stuff. He's given me so much in terms of mindset, and I will listen to his podcast again first thing tomorrow morning as soon as I wake up, to get me going and motivated, remembering why I'm doing what I'm doing, and he'll tell you how to do it. He'll tell you exactly what to do to make things happen. And I've only been doing this a month, and I've been doing it like not full ass. I'm doing it as hard as I can for the moment, but not the way I want to be doing it. I'm still seeing crazy results, so I can only imagine after a year, after 5 years, etc. So I love you guys. I really appreciate everybody that watches and tunes in. Even if you hate it, you watch this far, so you're getting something out of it. So thank you for being part of my life. The internet is not a fad. The internet is not a trend. Social media is not a trend. This is where our attention is today. And I don't love that I'm talking to, a little circle of something I understand to be a camera on a phone with nobody else here. But internet breaks our sense of space and time and puts it back together and takes these separate temporal moments and brings them together when people watch on the other side of the screen. So I know that even though right now it feels like I'm just talking to, some cheap, janky-ass lighting and an iPhone, that in a very real sense I'm talking to you, whoever is hearing this now. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate everything you do for me. And please get ready for a lot more free content. We give it a lot away. And I want you, if you value what I do, how I play, how I approach the spirit, the medicine of how I approach music and what I think music is about, if you value that, really pay attention to what I'm going to be doing, because I'm about to give away a lot of very in-depth work with people. And I mean give away. There's not going to be any money involved. So if you're into that, pay attention and let's do it together. Let's go somewhere, okay? Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. See you next time.